Hello and good morning to all. My name is Adam Gilchrist, and back again with me today.
The pitch seems to suit it. Good call to bowl first. It certainly looks like there'll be something early on for the bowlers. The openers will really need to keep things tight in the early overs.
We're nicely settled in the commentary box and looking forward to this match getting underway. The first ball about to be bowled. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus. Back to line and length. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers, and no need for the fielders to chase that one.
Yadav, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
End of the first over. The score is now...
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on.
Doesn't beat the infield. Great shot. Just square of backward point. That might just make it. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Another massive over of power hitting. Run rate did dip a bit though, although I don't think...
Wow, that's missed a lot. Cuts that off well in the infield. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. perfectly timed.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Nearly gets the edge. Combs with a great delivery there. End of the over and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Misses everything. Was quick onto that in the infield. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Yada finishes off a nice over there, but still nothing to show for it just yet. You feel a break. Yada from the north end. A direct hit and this could be gone.
Kohli watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Got that away nicely.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Hello. Hello.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Couldn't get it through the field. Great shot, rode the ball up with him and cut through point.
End of the 8th over. The batting team are now 1 for 72.
Coley waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary. Needs to be on target. Square cut, finds point, no run. Onto that early, that could be 4.
And that brings up
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches that to the boundary. Top class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half century. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
An effort ball and called for the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for that wicket. Bang. There's a fielder out in the deep, but the batter has taken full toll of the free hit. That's a maximum.
Too much width and it gives a free swing of the arms through the line of the ball. It's been given the full treatment.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw.
Perfectly timed. Combs will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well. Goes over the top with that shot.
and that brings up
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Oh, what a shot. Lovely on drive, and there's little chance of anyone catching that.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Now, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Hit that so hard. pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Perfectly timed. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. The right armour is coming in. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Yadav shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. That's going a long way. What a shot.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just...
Shah back on now.
Captain is going with pace.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Just perfection. A magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that, racing away to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Great shot. Was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous. Lovely bit of batting. The 100 comes up, and it really has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That really wasn't a great delivery. It was seen early and dispatched.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
That was a slower ball, but it didn't fool anyone. The timing was beautiful.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder... Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. How will the bowler respond?
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Kohli is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum.
Here we go. Kick left in, working hard. Keep it driving.
That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well, And a beautiful shot that just raced away.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Sengguan coming back into the attack.
Coming on to ball.
That is quite extraordinary. Coley, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Yadav, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Six of your finest, please. Cover drive for a maximum. Brilliant.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. How will he reply?
Coley goes large again. 2 maximums in a row. We're in for a treat here, I reckon.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. Well, this innings is just getting better and better. 150 now. Wonderful cricket. Stunning knock. Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. And another one. It's raining 6s now.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want. Oh, too good. That is huge.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Smacks that away through the gap.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
It has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Nicely played.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Straight to the fielder. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting after hitting the boundary that many times. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. They've really piled the runs on in that innings. Not the best bowling, though. That's let the total get away from them. Such a big total to chase now. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
That's the match. It looked like too many runs were needed in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling, brilliant win.
Well, that was a very one-sided contest. The result was never real. Hello and good morning to all. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and next to me in the commentary position is Michael Atherton, Mel...
Well, that's a surprise. I really did think the obvious choice was to throw the ball to the bowlers, but nope. Time for the openers to pad up. They're probably surprised too.
Here we go with the first ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a match started and hearing the sound of leather on willow. Not tempted to play at that one. Everyone's gone up. Oh, that's LBW. Starts the over with a wicket. Gone! What a start!
It's only a brief stay, struck the pad right in front, and they're out for naught.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team.
This has been a famous victory. For much of the match, we didn't...
Call the toss correctly, and they're going to have a bowl.
The umpire signals we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Cuts that off well in the infield. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Will need a direct hit. Very good shot there.
Bowling a little too wide, and that was just driven square with incredible timing. Looking very settled now.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot. Great shot. Was a good length to try that. And they did with maximum results. 6 more.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it flies over the boundary.
Slapped away through cover point, given a bit of width and punished.
None for 14.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
The right-on pace bowler is coming. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, that was a poor ball. You really can't bowl like that. Got what it deserved.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Lovely shot. Head over the ball, nice and compact. That'll be 4.
Just perfection. A magnificent shot. You just can't...
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous. Great shot for 6, moving along nicely and really starting to build this innings now.
Nicely driven again. Didn't try to force it, just used all the timing at their disposal and gets the boundary.
Finds the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
Oh, my word, that's huge. Absolutely out the middle of the bat. A monster of a shot.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft it over the boundary rope.
Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball towards the boundary.
1 for 44.
Really good scoring. 10 from 2 balls, making the bowler pay. Another impressively timed.
Great shot. Stepped inside the line of the ball, rotated the wrists, and that'll run away for 4.
Was an outstanding shot. Saw it early, not much width to play with, and drove it through the covers for 4.
That's been skied. Fielder getting under it. This should be out.
Didn't time it at all, but manages to get it away to the boundary. Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length still the key. Got that away nicely.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, 4 runs.
That's a massive shot. That's going 12 deep into the crowd.
Well, that was just textbook and a bit of power as well to lift the ball over the top. It just keeps going.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Lovely sound off the bat. Beats the infield, maybe 4.
That really wasn't a great delivery. It was seen early and dispatched.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Power and precision in that shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
End of a high-scoring over. My word, they've gotten all of that. It'll sail way back into the stands.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Try for something a little bit different that last delivery. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Times that shot to perfection.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've always got to make them play on your terms. Crack! Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Terrific. Goes over cover. You won't see better lofted drives than that. It's 6 more.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Oh, now that's a brilliant diving stop. End of the over, some good power hitting there. The right armour is...
Change of bowling. The spinner coming on to bowl.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Oh, what a shot that is. Pick the bones out of that and it's gone for 6.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be really happy with that.
Kohli has already got the big shot away this over. Now they can just focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Wow, that missed the lot. Perfectly timed.
That showed great skill, lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading. Lovely bit of batting. The 100 comes up, and it really has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance.
Goodness me, that's a terrific shot. Couldn't get down in time to stop that boundary.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Playing all their... Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Wide of extra cover, and away goes the ball towards the boundary.
That's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. There was no need for the fielders to chase that.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
How easy was that? A pickup drive all the way for 6.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. That's going a long way. What a shot.
That's worth the ticket money alone. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was put away with interest.
Misses everything. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Just need to keep it simple, line and length. A roundabout that off stump will force a mistake. Shot. That's so beautifully played. Will clear the fielder and the boundary. Kohli, 6 of your best, please.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
That's a massive shot. That's going 12 deep into the crowd.
This is just silly. The power on that shot is incredible.
A boundary last delivery. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate now?
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Crack. Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Crunch on the front foot and bang. Gone all the way.
Times that shot to perfection.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
My word, they've gotten all of that. It'll sail way back into the stands.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. This innings is getting better and better. 150 now. Wonderful cricket. Stunning knock.
Shot. Real power behind that, and it's a massive maximum.
Barely seemed to hit it, and it's gone over the rope.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. That's a good shot. It's just full of class. Just open the face of the bat on impact, and it goes all the way.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Good shot, a beauty.
Just a little bit of room and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary. That was just an unbelievable shot. Middled it and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back there into the crowd.
Textbook 6, timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.